Hello everybody, Touchlineashibel here. So I've just read somewhere that Manchester United are going to make a minimum of 5 signings in the summer. That's 3 midfielders, a left back, and a backup goalkeeper, and maybe a backup striker. So that's about 6. Obviously, I said minimum of 5 signings. If you look at it, I think it's something I would have done a long time ago. And also, I would like to see the type of signings we're going to make in the summer, because we cannot go and get players the caliber of Xerxes, Mason Mount, with all due respect, Mazarawi too. Who again? I mean, players that will just come and like warm the bench for us, because we're going to be in the Champions League next season. And in case anybody doesn't know what the Champions League is like, just look at the game or go back and watch the game between Bayern Munich and PSG. That's what the Champions League game is like. Can you imagine Manchester United having the team that will score 4 goals against PSG? It's not possible. We don't even have the team right now. We've just got like one team, and that's our starting 11. And our starting 11 is not even good enough, because when you look at it, Casemiro is old. He's just giving his all, and it's just that last push that he has to give for the club, and then he says his bye-bye and farewell. It's like his farewell tour, so he's giving it everything he's got. So when you look at it, really, this team is not ready for Champions League. We are not even ready to compete on 2 fronts, let alone say 4 fronts, because we're going to be playing the Premier League, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, and the Champions League. So you can imagine how tough and how it's going to be next season. So we can't have players getting injured every day. Mason Mount, Mazarawi, Dogu. We need players that will always be available for us, and not just low level or average or mediocre players. We need top-notch players. We need top players. We need starters. Players the level of Tonali, Elliot Anderson. I mean, we said minimum of 3 midfielders. Those players are like about 300 million already. I mean, just about, because Tonali might go for 80 or 100 million. Elliot Anderson might go for 100 million. I don't know who the third midfielder is going to be. If it's going to be Baleba or someone else. I still feel like Baleba has something to offer. I mean, you cannot just go from being one of the standout players of Brighton in one season and then become a total shadow of yourself. I mean, something has gone wrong there. Probably the whole talks about Manchester United kind of got into his head and kind of distracted him a bit. I don't know what's happened there, but I think there's still a player in Carlos Baleba, but we'll see who we're going to sign. He said minimum of 3 midfielders. I mean, honestly, which midfielders do you think Manchester United are going to get? Which midfielders do you think Manchester United are going to get? I feel like on that one, we'll have to wait and see. But sometimes you can never trust this Manchester United board. You can never trust them. They're just going to raise our hopes up and then dash it against the wall. But we're going to see. We're going to see, though. But minimum of 5 players is not bad. Even though I know it's not enough. Casemiro is leaving. Maguire is not going to play every game next season. Diogo Dalot is not a good right back. Luke Shaw is managing the way he runs. Even though, yeah, they said they want to get a left back. I'm going to get a starting left back or a backup left back. And that's the problem with Manchester United. Most times, we go to sign players and then we sign backup players. We sign players that are not on the level. So this is our recruitment this summer is something we need to pay attention to. We really need to pay attention to our recruitment this summer. We can't get it wrong, or else we're going to be out of the Champions League again next season, and then it's back to fighting for the Champions League spot. We should be looking to compete. We should be looking to compete, really. Not just go there, mark attendance, and then go back to finishing 8th or 10th or 7th or 9th, and then we're fighting to come back to the Champions League. So minimum of 5 players sounds good, but I just want to see the players we want to sign. Backup striker, we're getting. To be honest, if you talk about backup striker, if we get a striker the caliber of Danny Welbeck, bring him back. I don't care. I don't mind. He's experienced enough. He's scored goals against us. And I'm not saying we should sign him I'm signing back because he's got goals against us. He's got the experience of the Premier League. He's got the experience playing with top players in that Manchester United team already. And he might go to the World Cup. I feel like Welbeck should go to the World Cup. But I don't know if Tuchel's going to take him because he's old and he feels he can't run. But I wouldn't mind taking him as a backup striker. But maybe the board has better plans, or he got someone better in mind. We'll just have to wait and see what's going to happen in the summer. But like I said, minimum of 5 players, it's not bad. But I want more because we're supposed to sell some players. Players at Ugarte have to go. Casemiro is leaving. Zexi might leave. I don't know, because I'm not saying it because he's been a bad player actually. After he was pulled off before halftime against Newcastle by Ruben Amorim, he came back and became a very good player until he went out injured again, and he's become a shadow of himself again. So there's still a player there, but I don't know if he's gonna have that time to come back and be that player that we saw that was playing amazingly well after he got subbed off before halftime against Newcastle in that game, which was having a terrible game. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. Midfielders, obviously we need 3 midfielders. We've got just Menu right now. And who? And Bruno Fernandes. Though you can say Bruno Fernandes is a machine, he really gets injured. But what happens when he gets injured? Mason Mount never stays fit. The highest is going to be like, was it 4 games in a row? Or 5 games in a row? I can't remember. So we just have Kobe Menu. We need a 6, probably need 2 6s and maybe 2 8s. So we're going to really have to cough up the money. We're going to have to splash the cash to get good players. Like I said, we should not think qualifying for Champions League is the end of it. We have to compete, even though we're not going to win it. I don't think we're going to win it anyway. I'm just being honest right now. But we have to go there to compete, to show that, okay, we're back here and we're Manchester United. And we should be looking to finish in the top 4 again next season in the Premier League. So this is a summer we have to get right. The one with Cunha, Mbomo, Sani Lamont, Sesko, and who was the other player? I think it was 4 players we signed. Sani Lamont, Mbomo, Cunha, Sesko. Seemed like a good summer after all. I don't know why I'm not hearing anything about signing the centre back, because the Leeds is still going to get injured. Lisandro Martinez is going to get injured as well. We're sure of that. So we need to get more defenders, more centre backs, a right back as well as a left back. I feel like we can cope with Sani Lamens playing all the games next season. I don't know if we really need a backup goalkeeper. In my opinion, Bayende can just stay. I'd rather have Bayende than have Onana. He can stay, instead of wasting that money to sign a backup goalkeeper. I'd rather we sign centre backs instead, and maybe get more wingers, because it's not going to be easy at all. We can't go. I mean, we've been playing poorly recently, so we can't go playing the Champions League like that with the type of players we have. We have nothing that's going to give us that spark off the bench. We don't have anybody that's going to get you off your seat from the bench. So we are in a really precarious situation. We're going to be in a precarious situation next season if we don't sign at least 6 players and 6 right players. So it's not supposed to be just 6 players. It has to be the right 6 players. Yeah, I think that's right. So these 6 players have to be the right ones that we need in the important departments. I'm not just splashing the cash on players that are just going to be there and not make any impact on the team at all. Players that when they come off the bench, they're going to bring something that wasn't on the pitch, or they're going to inject this energy and this push on the pitch when they come on. So I'm just hoping this news is actually true. Minimum of 5 players, so it might be 6, it might be 7, it might be 8. Don't mind me, a fan is allowed to dream. But we'll see what happens in the summer. It's just 2 more games and it's the close of the season. The 2025-2026 season is going to come to an end, and we're going to look to the 2027 season. Are we going to sign this 6 or 7 or 8 players, or are we going to leave it at 5? Or are the board going to disappoint us and sign just 3 or 4 players? We'll wait until the summer transfer window. Alright guys, remember to share this video, drop a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, bye bye.